Hi, I am Kara, and this is a really cool, cheap little wand. I wanted to make a video to talk about letting go of pain, letting go of fear, letting go of what has always been holding you back, that has held me back. I have always felt, always, for as long as I can remember, that I was the cause of every problem that I saw, that I experienced. And as a child, I felt like I needed to save my family. I felt like I needed to save my mother. And as I got older, it just transcended into feeling like everything that happened somehow was my fault, that I could have stopped it, I could have worked harder, I could have done better, and somehow there would be peace in the world. It's only later that I realized that the important thing is to have peace within yourself and love in yourself, especially for yourself. I was always looking for external validation that I belonged here, that I was doing things right, and I tried to jam my feet and myself into a lot of situations that I really didn't have to be in. Just churches that I didn't need to go to spiritually. Just friends I didn't need to have, purses I didn't need to have, stuff I didn't need to have. All with this whole idea that if I did the right thing, if I went to the right church, if I said the right things, then I would have that validation. But you know what? The validation just is not there. It's inside of yourself. And that is something that we all kind of lose sight of. I remember just trying to feel, sense, see a loving message from God or Creator or the universe, whatever you want to say. But it was only when I discovered that it has to be inside of yourself. You have to manifest your love, your magic, your power from within your own energy. Because if we just go around with a little bucket trying to look for love, trying to look for that affirmation, we don't really find it, or if we do find it, it's very fleeting and we don't feel it within ourselves, within our soul. As a kid, I was an outcast, and I always felt like I was just lucky to be there. Case in point, like throughout my entire life, I'm always the person who apologizes for when you drop something off the shelf, or when I have been in traffic. I've always felt like, the person behind me has somewhere really important to go, and I'm probably making that person really upset and really pissed off. And maybe that is self-centered thinking. But it was only when I realized that the permission, that the love, that the affirmation that I've always sought for has been inside myself, that I actually started to find real change, real peace, and divorce myself from the expectations that the whole world will sell to you. You go anywhere, you look at anything, and somebody will say, or some organization will say, if you just do this, if you just do that, if you just attend this, if you just wear this, then you'll get there. You'll get there. But here it is. You're already here. You're already here. Whether you are homeless right now, whether you are very wealthy, whether you are incarcerated, whether you are in a land that is nothing but war or peace. I don't know where there's a place of perfect peace, but it's already inside yourself. And to be able to channel your own inner belief of love, then you can really start loving the universe, not with the need to be validated, not with the need to get love from external sources, but actually give love to people, give self-acceptance. The more you accept yourself and improve upon yourself, not for society's expectations, but where you need to go in your soul, in your spirit, in your energy revolution and evolution, then it gives more permission to other people who have been looking for that permission, who've been looking for that validation, who just need the reminder that it's already inside yourself. Everything is inside yourself. Your worst fears, your worst thoughts, your worst nightmares, the demons that you have are inside yourself. The dreams you have, the hopes you have, the love, the energy, the acceptance, it is inside of yourself. It's inside your mind. It's inside your gut feeling. No matter if you are more of the atheist mindset and you think that, there's no creator, or if you are really into the idea of a creator, maybe even a specific creator. But whatever term you use for it, whether it's God, universe, magic, love, you know where it is. It's in your gut. It's in your heart. It's in your soul. It's in your spirit. It's in your mind. It's in all the energy that is you, that radiates love. And when you find that love within yourself, for just where you are right now, you can really start making progress. I chased around my mother my whole childhood, looking for love, looking for acceptance. I felt like I was too square, too monotone, too chubby, too lazy eye to be who she wanted me to be. But I realized later that she didn't really love herself. She wasn't awakened to that moment. And so all of those arguments she had and all those hurtful things that she said was her own cry out for help. And the feeling that she gave to me that I was already rejected by the world. I was already rejected by the universe. That was her personal experience, and that's how she felt, and that caused a lot of problems for her and probably led to her early passing of this life. And then I also chased around my grandmother for love. I just wanted her love and her acceptance. And when I moved out of my house as a teenager and made it on my own, I said, well, I'm going to prove to everybody that I am the good girl that everybody has always wanted me to be. I joined a church right away. I tried to be as conservative as possible. I threw away all of my little knickknacks and everything that was about me that was unique, because I just wanted everybody to say, look it, Kara's got her life together. Kara's everything we want her to be. And it ended up, I took this horrible job at a bank that I didn't belong in. The last place I belong working is like a bank. I don't have the mind for it. I don't have the brain for it. I don't have the attention for it. My gifts are just not there. And I was just miserable. But you know what? People were proud of me. And I loved that love. I loved that admiration. And then when the bottom fell out of it, I felt like a failure. And then after my mother died, my grandmother and I weren't seeing eye to eye about something. And again, we get into the mode of chasing around for love. Just, I want love. Grandma, just say you love me. Grandma, just make it all better. And, that day did not come. It was a couple years of crying, prayer. I tried fasting. I tried, rituals where I let go of the pain, just anything I could to get me past that moment. And finally I realized that I may never get the validation I needed. And then I found out she died, and I was devastated. I said out loud, you could have repaired this. You could have said goodbye. And in my spirit, I knew that something would work out. And actually, the day before she passed away, she wrote me a letter, and it was the first loving, wonderful letter that I had received from her since before my mother died. And she said she loved me. But I realize now that she had so much pain and heartache from what happened that she pushed love away, and maybe in a sense I was looking for love in the wrong place. I was looking for love from the outside of her and not the inside true love that just transcends all of our squabbles and our personalities. I think sometimes when we have a lot of problems with somebody, it's just because we are so much alike. You know, we're so stubborn. We're both learning the same lessons. We both, have a lot of guilt and fear that goes through the generations that I'm working on removing and freeing out there. So I know that this is a little bit of a tangent, but I just wanted to put it out there that if you've been looking for something outside, yes, you can be inspired by what's outside of you. You can look for teachers, you can look for churches, synagogues, what have you, to inspire you, but really the energy is inside yourself, and nothing can change that. Somebody could go and terminate your life right now, but I do believe that energy cannot be destroyed, and it will go somewhere. Whether you believe that you go into a state of never being conscious again and your energy transcends to just dust and ash, that's, at least you don't have bills to pay. Or if you believe that you keep going on and on and on, and something, like John Lennon said, out of one car into another. No matter what you believe, the love, the acceptance for all your bruises, all your imperfections, all your evolution is inside of yourself. And as you accept yourself, you too can accept other people and accept the universe and heal it. Thanks.